So you know that this class is about the world religions. The important concept here is religion. Religion is an English word for what we call in Arabic ad-din. Religion, din. And in Farsi as well we call it din. And in Holy Quran it says that Ala wa inna ad-din lakum dinukum waliya din. Sometimes they use tradition instead of religion for deen. So we can say world traditions. Sometimes they use the word or the concept of faith, F-A-T-H. So then we call it world faith, F-A-T-H-S, world faith or world faiths. So you see, in English, the important word or concept which introduce some traditions which already called din in the context of Islamic literature, the concept of religion itself has its own etymology, the roots. So you have to look for about the etymology or the roots or literal roots of religion, and then find out what it's originally has been taken from which word of Latin language. This is important as much as we are concerned with this question, whether it is correct to use religion to explain about the traditions in different parts of the world, or it is not. As you may know, there are some books which completely explain the question whether it is correct to use English word religion for the traditions of different parts of the world or not. Though it is very common for all the scholars of the study of religions to use religion, religiosity, religious, but there are some scholars who already explain some objection about the using of the word religion for the traditions. The famous one of these scholars is Cantwell Smith. Cantwell Smith, S-M-I-T-H. I am not sure whether you already heard this name or not, but he is and was very famous scholar in the field of religious studies. So he already has written a book which is called The Meaning and End of Religion. The Meaning and End of Religion. In that book, he argues that using the English word religion to explain or to call all the traditions of the world is not correct, because we cannot call the different tradition of Hindu, for example, Cantwell Smith, Wilfred Cantwell Smith. Yes, Wilfred Cantwell Smith. Sure. Yes, the meaning and end of religion, Wilfred Cantwell Smith. Someone has written in the chat, and it is good. So good. So I don't want to refer to this book because it is very important book, and at the higher level of the study of religious studies, we sometimes refer the students to that for master or doctorate. But first, I want to pay your attention to this very important discussion and controversial using of religion for deen, if whether it is correct to use word religion for all the traditions for or not. At least one of the very famous scholars, which called Wilfred Cantwell Smith, in his book Meaning and End of Religion, he already argued that using the English word religion for all the tradition is somehow a mistake of the Western scholars to call all tradition as religion, because religion, the concept of religion in itself has some meaning, which you cannot use that meaning for example, some traditions of Hinduism in India, or even for Islam. So it says that we should call them traditions or cultivating tradition. This is what Cantwell Smith says, and I just wanted to mention that if we use religion here for our lesson, it means that we follow the common understanding of the world and common using of the world, which is now famous and common among all the scholars who do religious studies, psychology of religion, sociology of religion, philosophy of religion, phenomenology of religion, feminist view to religion. All of them use religion, though it has some objection from other scholars that we should not use religion. But anyway, so according to the literature in this field, we use this as common common use of other scholars who use this. So there is no way to use this, though there is some objection. This is the first point that I want to mention you, that if we say that we call the world tradition as religion, there are some other ideas that may say that we should not use religion for example, African tradition. You cannot say African religions because they are traditions. So then the question would be, what is the difference between tradition and religion? So tradition has some kind of varieties, but religion itself shows that it is a unique system of belief. When yet you use religion for a tradition, it means that you think about this tradition as a unique system and unified system of belief and practices and rituals and worldviews. But when you use tradition, it means that there are varieties of understanding of this, and you cannot call it as a system or one system, one unified system, one fixed system. So this is the difference between the concept of tradition and also the religion. But anyhow, we suppose as a work definition or working definition here in our lesson, we already choose or you already have chosen the word religion for our lesson as a common use of the word for, explaining the tradition of the world. So this is the concept of religion.